Imagine waking up on a typical morning. You get out of bed, have some breakfast, and go to brush your teeth. As you stand in front of the sink, you begin to feel weak and the room goes black. What has just happened? This is something that is very common and that most people that have anemia have experienced. Today I'd like to talk about the different symptoms of anemia along with the treatments that come along with it. Now, what exactly is anemia? Anemia is a condition where the red blood cells do not carry out enough oxygen to your body and organs. This causes your body to not produce enough iron, which makes your hemoglobin. When this happens, you begin to have different symptoms and are diagnosed with anemia. Now, according to a survey that was done by the Cleveland Clinical Center, 3.4 million Americans suffer from anemia. There are different types of anemia, and it affects your hemoglobin. The red blood cells that you have in your body are made up of hemoglobin, which is the protein. The protein part shapes your red blood cell and gives it the round shape if it's healthy. Dr. Nabili on medicinenet.com gives a very clear definition of hemoglobin and stresses the importance of having healthy red blood cells. It's important that they're round in shape because otherwise it will be hazardous to your body, which I will discuss later. The different types of anemia include iron deficiency anemia, vitamin B12 deficiency anemia, and sickle cell anemia. The iron deficiency anemia is the most common, and that is something that I have suffered from myself. It is when your body does not have enough iron to produce healthy red blood cells or hemoglobin. The vitamin B12 deficiency anemia is seen in people that do not absorb the vitamin B12 from their diet, and so that affects the body as well. It causes nerve damage eventually if it's not treated, according to the National Institute of Health and Dr. Donald Lindbergh. Anemia can also be hereditary through different blood diseases. One of these is sickle cell anemia, and that's where the red blood cells become hardened, which causes them to change their shape and they become stuck in your blood vessels. Your body then reacts by destroying these cells, and it has to reproduce new cells, but cannot keep up with it, and this causes anemia. There are different symptoms to watch for. These include a rapid heartbeat, weakness, pale skin, dizziness, and another condition called pica. Pica is where you have a craving for strange items such as dirt, paper, or ice. You have to have these cravings for at least a month in order to be diagnosed with pica. Usually it doesn't last very long, only a few months, and it disappears on its own, according to an article titled Pica that's found in a February 2012 edition of the New York Times newspaper. Anemia may seem like a very depressing topic after hearing about all the symptoms and the different effects it can have on you, but it's easily treated when diagnosed. Different treatments can include being educated. Going to websites like the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services can help to bring information to the public, and it's very available. Also, eating food that is rich in iron can help build up your red blood cells. This can include things like bread, cereal, liver, dried fruits, and spinach, along with fish and red meats. If this does not help, go see a doctor and they can give you an iron supplement that will help build up your immune system. Normally you can get it up after a couple of months and it won't affect you anymore. Now, after having looked at everything about anemia and understanding how it can affect your body, it's important that we do know what it is. Not everyone has anemia, but there are a lot of people, so it's pretty common, and possibly someone you know or care about does have this condition. It may not directly affect you, but like I said, it can affect those you care about. So it's important to be educated and to know what it is so it can be diagnosed in a timely manner.